Hey, it's Bret Gregory. So excited to be here with you today. If you're just joining us, please go to the questions box and tell us what city and country you are tuning in from so I can give you a shout out. Hello, Alex. Good to see you here, my friend. Glad that you are here with us. And we're going to be doing something really cool today. Today, I'm going to teach you my, my multi six-figure webinar strategy, and I'm going to give you a free template. The actual template that I use, you can simply fill in the blanks so that you can create your own top six-figure webinar. And actually, the template that you're looking at right now is the template that I'm going to give you if you want it. So please go to the chat questions box and tell us what city and country you're tuning in from. Hey, Robin from New Zealand. Anna Gabriela is from Mexico. Welcome. Hi, Anna. Michael is from Chicago, USA. Hey, Ziva from the Ecuadorian Amazon jungle. Wow, cool. I've been to Ecuador. I went to Quito and I went to the Galapagos, but I didn't make it to the Amazon jungle. So welcome, Ziva. So glad to have you here. Nick, welcome from cold Okan. I do this every time you come back here, and I can't. Can you like spell it out phonetically? Okanagan in Canada. Did I totally butcher it? I apologize. Alex from Valencia in Spain. Good to have you here. Hey, Maria is in Thailand right now. Malice is from New Caledonia, and Jeff is from Vancouver Island. So great to have all of you here today. Okay, if you currently give webinars or you would like to make money with your webinars, please write the words profitable webinars. If you currently do profitable webinars, or if you want to make profitable webinars, please go ahead and write the words profitable, P-R-O-F-I-T-A-B-L-E, webinar. All right, and so we're going to, okay, Nick, Okanagan. Okanagan. All right. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. Alex either is doing or wants to be doing profitable webinars. Same with Maria and Alex, Torsten, Robin, Lori, Anna Gabriela, Malice. Mylise. Thank you, Mylise. You guys are giving me, you're making me work here. I appreciate that. Kay, profitable webinars, and Miriam, profitable webinars. Okay, this is awesome. All right, so here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to give you a link so that you can download the template that you're looking at. Now, the template comes either in Keynote for your Mac users like me, or it also comes in PowerPoint. So you can use either one of them, and you can download them. And what these allow you to do is they literally allow you to fill in the blank. Okay, so you've got your webinar title here, and I can just double click and I can say awesome webinar. All right, and your title with your big bold promise, so you go ahead and type it in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the outline format of the webinar template, and then I'm going to give it to you and let you go in and fill in the blanks. In fact, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to give you the link. And so fair warning, if you do not have PowerPoint or Keynote, you're going to have to open it in some other software. I'm sure there's free software on the internet that will allow you to open PowerPoint, a PowerPoint file if you don't own PowerPoint, but you need something to open what it is that you're looking at here and be able to actually type in something other than like the preview window when you open up something on your computer and it gives you a preview file, but it's not actually opening it in Keynote or PowerPoint. So don't mean to be technical here, but it's sort of an important detail. So what I'm going to do, if you guys would, well, here, I'm going to walk you through the template. I'm going to take a quick pass through it for the purpose of giving you an overview. All right, so I'm just going to show this to you this way, so you can see, there's a bunch of different images here, and I'm going to give you a couple of things here that are important with the structure. You'll see that there's there's 28 slides, and that's that's a good number of slides for a 30 or 45-minute webinar. And this exact template is the template that I use for pretty much any webinar that I do where I sell, sell something. And that's something that I sell. It could be, anywhere from a $2,000 information product all the way down to, a $197 one-on-one consultation with me. Also, when, before I had a significant list and following, I would make these webinars and for the purpose of getting free one-on-one strategy sessions at the end. That's what I would do, is get free one-on-one strategy sessions. And some of those people would end up, purchasing our high-end, $6,000, $12,000 coaching packages. And that was a terrific way to get the business off the ground. So I'm going to walk you through this really quickly. And as I go through this, what I want you to do is just ask your questions in the in the questions box. And again, I'm going to go kind of fast on purpose, and then I'm going to go back through it and I'm going to give it another pass, and I'm going to answer your questions. Okay, so just on this first pass, just imagine your webinar, what your webinar might look like. Okay, so I'm gonna give it that first pass, then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna answer some questions, and then we can go in and we can take a deeper dive in the psychology of how your webinar is gonna help you go out there and get lots of new customers. And so what we're doing right now is we're creating your signature talk. All right, this is your talk that's gonna make you a profitable speaker. And profitable speakers, that could be done online, that could be done in person, that could be done on seminars, on teleseminars, on summits. It could be done, at meetup groups. It could be done, there's no limits to the places that you can go and speak and get paid as a speaker. And also, and by the way, when I say get paid as a speaker, I usually don't. When I speak on a stage, I make a lot of money as a speaker, but most of the time, I don't get a fee for talking on stage. Most of the time, I make my money by making a presentation and then making an offer that I can sell. And in doing that, make $50,000 a month. So it's good money. You can make a lot of money as a speaker. So this is going to be all about creating your keynote talk with this particular template that I use. And I'm just going to walk you through this formula. So I haven't given you the template link yet. I'm going to do that in a little bit. I wanted to walk you through the formula first and show you, and then I'm going to give you the template link. So here is the awesome webinar that I mentioned, your first page, all right, your title slide. And one thing I want you to notice is how this does not look like your typical PowerPoint, all right? So here's part of the format that's really important. Your photograph is what's called full bleed, meaning it goes all the way to the edges. The photograph goes all the way to the edges. So it's not, the photograph is not in a little box. It's full bleed, it goes all the way to the edges. Also, the font is absolutely enormous. In fact, I'm going to actually just take a quick peek here, and let's just see how large my font is, because this is important. You want to have absolutely huge font. And so if I'm clicking on here and I look, this font is, oh wait, where did I go? Is 120 points. So on the first title slide, we're using 120 point font, okay, and then of course the subtitle is a little bit smaller. But basically, in the slides, all the slides are like this. They have a full bleed picture that goes all the way to the edge and huge font. The font's like 90 or 100 points. It's a little bit larger on the title slide, okay? So that's important. And if your font is 90 or 100 points, you can only fit about 4 words on your slide. If you have, maybe a smaller word in there, you might be able to fit the in there. Otherwise, you're going to be putting about a maximum of 4, maybe 5 words on a slide. So that's really important here, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of your talking and telling people what is on the slide, but what you don't want the slide to do is you don't want to have death by PowerPoint. Okay, and we've all seen it. If you've ever been in corporate, you know what death by PowerPoint means. It means somebody they took a document and they tried to turn it into a slide. And they basically have every word that they're going to say is on the slide. And so really what they're doing is they're reading a document while they're showing it to you. And that is awful. That makes you want to just run away screaming, right? If you know what I'm talking about, right? Bad PowerPoint, okay? So when we, oh, and don't worry, Maria, about like what font type and things like that. Use what works for you, okay? The font type that I have here, it's just like what I started typing. It says Nanami rounded, but please don't, like, I could care less really what font type it is. I do care that it's big. It needs to be 90-point font or larger. Okay, so it's got to be huge. All right, so here's where we're going. On the first slide, we're looking at the title here. Let me make this just a little bit bigger. We're looking at your title slide, and this is where you want to have your title that lets people know what they're going to get in the webinar, and it should have some kind of a big, bold promise in it. Okay, that's important. So you got your title and your big, bold promise, and that's important so that this is your hook. The title slide is how you're going to sell people on watching the next slide and or the rest of your webinar. Okay, so the next one, once you start the webinar, you really want to teach people why they should watch. Okay, so there was a professor of education at Harvard who came up with 4 learning styles. And what he discovered was if you're going to teach any kind of concept, you want to teach your concept in all 4 of the 4 learning styles. And one of the 4 learning styles is why. You have to teach people why they should bother to listen to you. For example, if you listen to the rest of this webinar here, you will learn how to make a profitable 6-figure keynote talk that can fill your calendar with one-on-one appointments with high-end customers. That's a pretty compelling reason of why you should watch. And I could say all that with only 4 words on the slides, okay? And so you tell people why they want to watch, and you give them the benefits of why they watch. Benefit number 1, create your signature talk. Benefit number 2, fill your calendar with high-end customers, okay? So that's the part where you say why you should watch. The next is what you will learn. So the Harvard professor that I mentioned, of the 4 learning styles, the first learning style was why, the next learning style was what. So here's the what you will learn. You're learning how to create a signature talk. That's it. It is that simple, but it's critical to tell people very simply and clearly in a way that is impossible to misunderstand what it is that they're going to learn. And if you don't, you run the risk of losing a significant portion of your audience. Okay, so you've got why, what, and then the next part is how to. You're going to teach people how to do the thing that you're teaching. So in this case, I'm going to teach you how to create your signature talk using this tool template. And then the last is an action exercise. So an exercise where they actually do something. They roll up their sleeves, they fill in the blanks, they actually do something, okay? So that's your introduction, and that's it. That's all you need to do in that very, very first part. And then the next part, you're going to go into your story, and here's where you're going to connect with your audience. So I like to use a technique called the hero's journey. Now, the hero's journey has, and I'm apologize, I'm blanking on the person who discovered it and came up with it. But the hero's journey is a great way to tell people, give people your background, and establish your credibility, and do it in a way that is not bragging. Okay, it's really important to do it in a way, tell people, establish your credibility, and do it in a way that it doesn't tire people or bore people. And what most people, when I see a talk of somebody that hasn't understood this or learned this information yet, they always want to start out by giving their resume. And here's the secret. No one cares about our resume. They do care about our story, but they don't care about who your employer, who your last couple of employers were. They really don't. And it's understandable, but they do care about your story, and they do care about how you came to learn the knowledge that you're sharing with us today. They do care about why they should bother listening to you, that you are in fact a credible expert. And the best way to do that I've found is just to tell your hero's journey. So it was American scholar Joseph Campbell who discovered the hero's journey, and he discovered that the most famous stories in the world follow a pattern of the hero archetype. Now, in this case, it's your story of how you came to be a new mentor. And by telling this story, it allows you to demonstrate your credibility without bragging, and it dramatically holds your audience's attention. So in your hero's journey, you start out by telling people what the ordinary world is like. So this might have been your ordinary world, at some point in the past, where you were just going along in the ordinary world and everything seemed fine, but then something happened. There was some big call to adventure. And that's going to be different for everybody. Some people, it might be a big tragedy. Some people, it might be they were just tired of the same old, same old. For some people, it might be, something really traumatic happened, or there was just something really big and they had some call to adventure that got them on their journey, their hero's journey. And on your hero's journey, you faced some major challenge. And it's this challenge that you faced that is going to allow, that's where you learned the secret. The reason why everybody is here listening to you on this webinar is because you faced this challenge and you overcame it. And you learned how to overcome whatever the big challenge is. And during the process, it was hard. It was tough. You confronted your biggest fear, whatever that fear was for you. And because you faced a challenge, you confronted your biggest fear, and you overcame it. You crossed that chasm and you made it on the other side. And because you made it on the other side, you got the reward. You got the reward that, again, the reason why people are listening to you on your webinar was because they also want this same reward. If you teach business, they want more customers. If you teach love and relationships, they want to find a significant other. If you teach health and wellness, they want to lose weight and want to be in perfect health. Those are all rewards that you would have discovered on your journey. And now you're coming back. And in this case, it says with the elixir, but in your case, it's the information that allowed you to face that challenge, overcome the obstacles, and get the reward. You're now coming back with the information, and you're teaching it in this signature talk. You're teaching it in your signature talk. So you kind of return with the elixir, you're returning with the information, and now you're going to paint the picture of your customer's new future. What your life could be like, what your customer's new future could, and their life could be like since they have had your new information. They heard they listened to your signature talk, they got the new information, and now you're going to paint the picture of their new future. And you're going to cap it off with a little customer success story. You were able to take one customer and you were able to make them successful, and you are going to pop in your customer success story right there on the spot. And through this process, so remember going back to the Harvard professor that talked about the 4 learning styles, I now remember it was Professor Howard Gardner of Harvard. He was an education professor of Harvard who discovered the 4 learning styles. Remember, there was a why learning style. You got to tell people why they're listening. The what learning style, what are they going to learn? And then now you got to teach them how to. Okay, so this is the bulk of your signature talk. This is the main thing that people are going to learn. If you're going to have a 45-minute talk, 25 minutes of it is going to be on the actual lesson, your unique process or system. What is the thing that you teach that allows people to get their own reward so they can have their own lesson and their own results. Okay, what is that thing that you teach? So you're going to teach your unique process, your unique system, something that is unique. And it could be maybe you took other pieces of other processes that other people use, but you put them together in a totally unique way that's different than the way other people have done before. And now you're going to teach them high value lesson point 1. So this is part of your unique system. Point 1, high value point 2, high value lesson point 3. So you teach them your unique system. Maybe within your unique system, you have an amazing formula. Now this part's optional, but it's a great way to encapsulate your unique lesson. Maybe you have, the 3 steps to getting more customers. Maybe you have the 5 steps to losing weight easily and naturally. Maybe you have the 7 steps to finding your perfect significant other without online dating. Whatever your amazing formula is. You're going to package it up. That's a nice way to encapsulate the information that they just learned. Now, I know I went through that section relatively quickly, but that should be, the bulk of your presentation right there. Should go through that high value and those 5 high value steps. And I'm going to give you some examples here in just a moment. But then this is a good time to give people a free gift, okay? I like to give out free gifts during the webinar. So what's an example of a free gift? Well, I'm about to give you a link to download this template that you're watching. That's a free gift. A free gift could be a link to download the slides that you're showing. It could be a link to download whatever free gift that your customers would find valuable and would allow them to solve their problem. And it's important to have some kind of a free gift in your talk. If you're going to be talking to an audience and you want to be able to collect the audience's information, that is the purpose of the free gift. Okay, for you, that's the purpose of the free gift. For your audience, the purpose of the free gift should help them solve their big problem. Okay, so whatever your free gift that's going to be, this is where you want to give it out. And now you're going to have people do an exercise. Okay, so remember I talked about the Professor Howard Gardner's 4 learning styles. It's you got to tell them why, what, how to, and now it's the exercise. And so this is where they're going to actually take some kind of action. And I would say 90% of my exercises involve people pulling out a pen and paper and answering 3 questions. So I'm going to say, here's your exercise, and take out a pen and paper, write down question number 1, answer this question. Question number 2, answer this question. Question number 3, and so on. In other cases, I might be download my free gift and fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks to part 1, part 2, part 3. That's an example of an exercise. Maybe it's do a Facebook page post. That's an example of an exercise. Okay, it's important that the exercise that you give them is something that they can do immediately, and that they will have some success on. They can do it immediately, and they will see some immediate tangible results. Maybe it's some relief from pain. Maybe it's some getting them, if you're a relationship coach, getting them one step closer to finding the love of their life. Maybe it's getting them one step closer to attracting the next customer, getting them one step closer to losing weight. But they need to be able to do it right there on the spot. Don't give them an exercise like, okay, now it's time to start your 30-day challenge. That's not a exercise that's going to help you get a whole lot of customers. So give them some exercise that they can do immediately right there on the spot, that they can see some tangible results. Now, throw in a customer success story. So show and say, hey, this is, I have other customers who've been able, they went through this exact process, they did this exact formula, and boom, look at these results. Customer success story number 1, number 2. So you get, more than one customer success story. And now it's time to transition to your offer. So in this case, this template that I'm showing you, my offer is going to be a free one-on-one strategy session. It's going to be a free one-on-one strategy session to sign up with me and talk with me about helping you solve your big problem. And on those calls, That's where we can see if somebody's a fit for our high-end program. Maybe they're a fit for our $12,000 program, or 24 or whatever, $36,000 program. So in your case, what I want, if you haven't done lots of seminar selling or lots of webinar selling, the first time you do this, and usually the first many times you do this, I want your offer to be a one-on-one strategy session. And you should have a high conversion rate on those one-on-one strategy sessions, okay? You should be able to sell your high-end program, your high-end clients pretty substantially off of those one-on-one strategy sessions when they've heard you speak. And then when you're transitioning to the offer, you want to motivate them to take action. You want to motivate them to sign up for that one-on-one with you. And in doing so, the way to do that is by telling them how they're going to benefit from having the one-on-one consult with you. What are we going to talk about on our one-on-one call? We're going to get on our one-on-one call, and I'm going to show you how to solve your big problem and get out of your pain and achieve the results that you want to get. And then, so now either fill it, if I'm in a live event, I might pass out a form that says, give us your contact information and we will schedule you for your one-on-one call. If I'm online, I'm going to give them a booking link. Click here, fill out and pick your time and fill out the form. And then let's get started building your business together. Let's get started working together. So that is the template. All right. So if you like this template and you would like to download this template, please write the words download template, and I will give you the Google Drive link to allow you to download the template. So if you like this and you want to download the template, write the words download template, and then let me take some questions here, and then we can go and I can look and see what you, hang on a second here. Someone, yeah, there we go. Let me see if that is the right one here. Okay, download template, download template, download template. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, you guys are rocking it here. So let me see. All right, here we go. So here is the link to download the template. All right, so that's the Google Drive. Remember, it is comes in both PowerPoint and Keynote. And if you don't own either of those, if you don't own PowerPoint or Keynote, I recommend you get one of the two. Again, I'm a Mac user, so I use Keynote. If you're a PC user, you might get PowerPoint, but you'll be able to click and download. Just pick whichever one works for you. And so what I'm going to do right now is I want to just give you a little side-by-side. I want to answer any questions that you have. So go ahead and ask your questions. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a side-by-side example to show you one of our high converting webinars that I give where I use that template. And I'm going to just pull them here side by side so you guys can take a look at this and kind of walk you through to give you some good tangible examples of how I use this and hopefully get your brain thinking about how you can use it. So let me go to 50% here. All right, put that in front, and I'm almost there. Okay, let's put these side by side. There we go. Okay, so let's see. All right, so Miriam, the link is in the chat, so I put it in there for everybody, so just scroll down a bit to find the link. Okay, and so I want to see, let's see, Maria says, as an energy healer, would you recommend at this point I have a short energy healing or something? Yeah, Maria, I have quite a few people who are energy healers who do an exercise. They'll do some kind of an energy healing exercise, but please understand, you want to make sure that your clients can do it right there on the spot, and that it doesn't require like you putting your hands on them or anything. Like they can do it themselves, and they can do it right there on the spot. So if you can do that, then it'll work right away. Yeah. Torsten, you are welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Okay, so for anybody else, so here's what I'm going to walk you through right now. So This is a webinar that I gave recently, and I think we got tons of people signing up for one-on-ones consults after the webinar. All right, so of course I'm in business building, and I teach marketing and teach entrepreneurs how to get customers. So I did a webinar called Grow Your Business with Facebook Live. Okay, and by the way, if you want the link to watch the replay of that, I'd be more than happy to give it to you. I just need to get it. So let me see if I can find it here really quickly. If you're interested in getting the, if you want to see the actual replay of the Facebook Live and you want the Facebook Live cheat sheet, write the words Facebook Live, and then I'll be happy to give you the link there. So you just please bear with me one moment so I can find it for you here. Alrighty, I think I found it. It should be in here. All right, I found it. All right, it is this Facebook post here. Okay, so I just put the Facebook post in the link chat, so you can click on that post and you can download the cheat sheet. So just open it up and save it in another window and just wait so you can stay here with me, because we're going to be moving fast and we don't have a whole lot of time. So here we go. You can see on the left-hand side, we got awesome webinar with big, bold promise. Notice I changed the photograph. Grow your business with Facebook Live, okay? So I've got my webinar title. It's only 3 words, the main title, and then the, there's 3 smaller words underneath. So it's nice and short. It's really clear. What is it? Grow your business with Facebook Live. So I've got a big, bold promise, grow your business. And talks about for anybody who's interested in learning how to grow their business with Facebook Live. So it's pretty clear. Why you should watch, okay? Why you should watch. If you want to attract high-paying clients, this is why you should watch. Benefit number 1, you can make a bigger difference in the world with your business, right? Benefit number 2, you can have a self-sustaining business. That allows you to live and work from anywhere. Okay, so those are 3 benefits that I taught in the webinar. Okay, makes sense. What are you going to learn? I think I did it right here. I included the what you're going to learn actually within the 3 slides. I told people you're going to learn how to attract high-paying clients, make a bigger difference, have a self-sustaining business, live and work from anywhere by using Facebook Live, okay? Now I go into the hero's journey. So this is the first slide of my hero's journey. It's a picture of me, right? But it's a picture of me in the ordinary world, meaning it's a picture of me. There's a picture of me back in 2006. I was a suit and tie guy. I was that corporate guy. I had my own financial advisory firm. I was, really successful. It was all about money. My whole life was all about money. We made a lot of it for our clients, but that's really all it was about. And then I had a call to an adventure. Now, in my case, the call to adventure, this is a short, sad story. My 34-year-old brother, Eric, was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer, and he was given 9 months to live. And unfortunately, he actually passed away 9 months after that. And that was the thing that changed my life forever. So in this case, call to adventure sounds like this, wow, we're going on this great adventure. In this case, it was this sad story, but that led to, the biggest, most amazing change in my life. I turned something really awful into something really amazing, and lived his legacy as best that I possibly could. And what I did was I sold my business. I moved down to Costa Rica, and I bought a 164-acre rainforest to build a wellness community so that no one would have to go through what my family went through, watching a loved one suffer. That was that was the next step of my call to adventure. Then I had a Facebook, then I had a major challenge. My major challenge was the global financial crisis. So I purchased my property in 2007. In 2008, I had a global financial crisis, and I couldn't get customers from anywhere. And now I was confronting my biggest fear. My biggest fear was that I was going to lose $2 million that that I got from the sale of my business. And I bought this $3 million property in Costa Rica, and I had 12 months to come up with an extra $1 million cash, or I was going to lose everything. That was by far my biggest fear. And I almost lost everything, but then I discovered the solution, and it was through sheer just trial and error. And I worked so hard, and I made every mistake you could possibly make. And then I had one success. And I got 100,000, or I got 200,000 likes on my Costa Rica Facebook page. And then I started driving traffic to my website. And then we ended up making a small email list, 2,500 people. We made 7 sales for a total of $1.5 million. That was the reward. I made the money, I saved the property, I saved the business. And now I'm going to come back and teach you how I did it. That's me returning with the elixir. I'm returning with the knowledge of how I grew a Facebook page from scratch into having over 2 million likes, and how I turned that into now today $50,000 a month in consistent recurring revenue. And that's the elixir. I'm going to teach you how to do that. And then I'm going to paint your new future. Just imagine, what would it be like if you have thousands and tens of thousands of people liking your Facebook page? What if you had 10,000 new eyeballs on your website? What if you had 1,000 or 2,000 new email addresses? What if you were consistently able to book sales calls? What would your new future be like? What would your business be like? What would your life be like? What if you could do that from the comfort of your own computer and live and work from anywhere? That's painting the customer's new future. Okay, now, and then you throw in, you could throw in a customer success story. In this case, my customer success stories came next. So the next part, and Ryan's asking, I'm on the Facebook page now, was there anything to download? Click on the link that I gave you there, Ryan, and you'll be able to opt in to where you would go to download. So when you, I'll just show you guys, because a couple people asked. So if you're on, this was the link that I just gave you. Just click on this anywhere, and it'll take you to this page. And this is where you opt in, okay, to get your Facebook cheat sheet. All right, and then the thank you page after that will take you to a webinar. Okay, so hopefully that helps. All right, then go to, okay, so I'm going to continue now. So continuing on, this is where you want to throw in a customer success story. Now you're going to go into the high value lesson. All right, so you're going to teach the high value lesson, whatever your high value lesson is. Maybe you have a unique process. Maybe you have a unique system. Maybe you have simple steps. Maybe you have a formula. Maybe you have a blueprint. Whatever your high value unique system is. And this is where you want to give away the good stuff. So hopefully you see, like, I'm giving away some good stuff right now, and it's free. Okay, and what I want to encourage you to do the same. I want you to pay that forward, okay, because that's what works. If you try and just like hide the good stuff behind the door or behind your coat or closet, you're going to have a tough time. People aren't going to, you want to just deliver the value, and you just want to give it. Okay, so I just want to recommend, just give your best stuff. This is the time to do it. Teach your best stuff, give it away for free, and then invite people at the end to sign up for more. Okay, they can sign up for a one-on-one, or they can buy some, lower price program. Again, when I was first starting out, I would always do free one-on-one sessions. Now, we've had over 8,000 people buy our programs. I can't do free one-on-one sessions anymore. I can sell one-on-one sessions now, and I can sell tickets to our live events at a discounted price. But I'm saying that because I want you to be successful, and I want to encourage you initially to have people sign up for a one-on-one consultation, because that's the easiest way to get to the highest amount of consistent recurring income and have the biggest positive impact on your customers that you can. So here's your high value lesson. So in my case, I'm not going to go through the lesson itself, but I teach people some really good stuff on, hey, how to have, highly shareable Facebook posts and what do you need to do that. And so, here's your lesson. Here's your valuable lesson part 1, valuable lesson part 2. So I just kind of walked you through my valuable lessons part 1, 2, and 3. And then you have some amazing, unique formula. So in this case, I've got my viral post formula. It's here's the actual formula: positive post plus highly emotional charge. So it's nice to have an amazing formula. Again, it's optional. It's not required, but it's a really nice way to encapsulate what you just taught them, okay? Then it's a good time to give away your free gift if you haven't done so already. And the free gift, again, it could be the slides of your presentation. It could be so I gave you guys a couple of free gifts just now. I gave you the free gift for my Facebook Live link. I gave you a free gift for the download the PowerPoint template or the Keynote template. Now, normally in a presentation when I'm selling something, I just give away one free gift. So you don't want to confuse or overwhelm people. I only gave away that second free gift because a few people asked for it, that's all. So when you go to, so once you give away your free gift, then I would do an exercise, and then you want to tell a customer success story. Now, in my case, this presentation was a little bit longer, so I had a couple of customer success stories first. I had our awesome client, Sanyika, talk about her success story. I had another one of our awesome clients, Joel, talk about his Facebook Live success story using our process. And then I taught another part of our, high value lesson. And so I was just kind of walking people through how to do that, showing people that how to make $10,000 a month on a step-by-step process. And then actually what I did is on this part of our process, this high-paying coaching model, this was our exercise. I had people take out a paper and pen and write down their high-value coaching model so that they could make $10,000 a month with just 11 clients, letting people know that this is a step-by-step process. Okay, so then I filled in, I think I had 2 or 3 different customer success stories in that process, and then I transitioned to an offer. All right, and in my case, I transitioned to an offer, letting people know I was going to give them an opportunity to work with me one-on-one. It was a paid offer. They paid $197 to sign up for a one-on-one consultation with me. But in your case, what I'm going to recommend, if you haven't done that before, give them a free one-on-one consultation. All right, don't just come out of the gate with some really high-end offer or trying to sell to a group of people if you haven't mastered the one-on-one sales process yet. Okay, so this is the template. This gives you some ideas side by side. I am here right now to answer your questions, and I would love to hear, so let's do a quick little exercise. Give me the title of your signature talk. Okay, so right now, go in the questions box and write the title to your signature talk. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just give me the best ballpark title. And remember, you've got, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. All right. Give me your title in 6 words or less. Here's an example. Grow your business with Facebook Live. That's a good title. 6 words or less. Give me your awesome webinar title with a big bold promise. And give me 6 words or less. And sometimes, so be in a miracle. Awesome, Ziva. Give me a subtitle that tells me what that means. Anna, Path to Truth. Awesome. Give me a subtitle that tells me what that means. And it could be what that means or who's that for. Like, for example, grow your business with Facebook Live. It's pretty clear who that's for. It's somebody who wants to grow their business on Facebook and they want to use this new fangled Facebook Live tool, right? Miriam, dream it, write it, live it. Cool. All right. I like it. I assume, well, actually, I don't know what that's for. Tell me who that's for. Torsten, real financial freedom. Awesome, Torsten. And is that for retirees or who's that for, Torsten? Maria, question, using your tool, my page has now 45,000 likes. Awesome. So far, few seem to be my target customers. Okay, well, you need to start targeting your customers then. I'm a bit nervous if I offer one-on-one. Am I going to get people who are not willing to pay for my services? How do you recommend I get around that? Great, Maria. I recommend you come up with a lead magnet that will only attract your perfect customers. All right, so focusing on who are your high-end clients and what are the high-end problems, okay? So you want to start with a lead magnet that'll attract your perfect customers. And another great way to do it, Maria, is come up with a signature talk that's made for your perfect customers. So the ones that can afford you, all right? So start out by, Maria, giving me the title of your signature talk that's made for your high-end customers. Michael, amp up your music revenue. Yeah, I like it. Ziva, get well and live in paradise. Okay, I understand the first part. What is the second part? I don't fully understand the second part, but you're on the right track, so don't get discouraged. Just give it another pass. Anna, path, truth, women, wisdom in every moon. Woman wisdom in every moon. Okay, that's starting to sound a little bit more clear. Nick, cope with technology's impact on your career. I like it. All right, cool. Torsten, everyone, and it's really, really easy. Okay, well, Torsten, if I can make a recommendation, don't make it for everyone. In fact, make it for only a few. What I mean by that is if it's for everyone, then you're going to have the same problem that Maria is having. Means you're going to attract people who are broke. You're going to attract everyone. So make it for people. Don't make it for everyone. Make it for make it for your perfect customer, the kind of customer that you really want to attract. Maria, title, is your life perfect and are you still single? Okay. And so Maria, just as an example, if you were to focus on, kind of a higher end market, I would say, attention, professional women over the age of 40. Is your life perfect and are you still single? Okay, so professional women over the age of 40. That's a market that is likely to be able to afford your services. Okay, and I totally just made that up. I don't know if that's the right fit for you or not, but that's an example of how you can create a signature talk that's made for a specific kind of person. Ryan, create a flood of new clients on autopilot. Cool, like it. Torsten, why don't we share all of our business here? Maybe we can help each other. Again, that's another problem, Torsten. I don't mean to make light of that, but what I'm saying is not everybody is a fit for everybody else. And when you try and cast out a net that's too wide, you end up attracting the wrong kind of people. So Torsten, go the opposite direction. Make this really narrow and say, who is the high-end person that your service is for, and your signature talk is for, and focus on that person. That will help you not attract a bunch of people who can't afford your services. Ziva, the art of wellness and living life well. Nice, I like it. And Ziva, is that is that for any particular kind of person? Is it for men or women? And is there a particular age group? But good, you're on the right track. Jeff, learn the secrets your webinar designer isn't telling you. All right, yeah, I like it. That's good. Nick, conquer technology's impact on your career. Cool, you guys are totally rocking this. All right, if you guys have gotten value out of today's webinar, please write the word value. I'm always trying to give value, and if you would like to also have the opportunity, actually, I'm going to give you a quick little fun opportunity right now. If you've gotten value out of this webinar so far, write the word value. So Anna, value. Jeff, value. Nick, value. Maria, value. Ryan, value. Nick, value. You guys are totally rocking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, Miriam. Thank you. So here is my last fun thing that I'm going to give you today. So what I'm going to do is I am having once a year, we do a live event, and the event is called Attract Customers Now Live. And the live event it's going to take place in San Diego. It's actually in Carlsbad, which is North County, San Diego. And at the live event, what we focus on is what I like to call radical giving. Okay, and so what I mean by that is, so I teach you over 3 days how to build your business through radical giving. Okay, so what I just did, I consider radical giving. I just taught you for free some of my best stuff, and you got value out of it. That's radical giving. And you don't have to give me anything in return. I am going to ask you, though, if you got value out of today, to please don't keep me a secret. And specifically, what that looks like is I am going to, here, let me just pin this post to the top. I just did this post just a couple of minutes ago. You'll see it looks 51 minutes ago. And I'm going to pin this puppy to the top right now. You can see how to do that. You go to the post on your page and you click pin to top. All right. And so what I'm going to do is for anybody who goes to my page right now, so I'm going to give you the link. So go to facebook.com/like Bret. Again, if you got value out of this, and go to the post that's pinned to the top. And it looks like this. All right, so you can see it's pinned to the top. It says, join over 150 incredible coaches, small business owners, authors, and it's for Attract Customers Now Live. You'll notice it's called a carousel ad. You can see you can click here and it goes to the right. So you can see that's called a carousel ad. So you have multiple images. And make a comment on this particular post. I'm going to show you why you want to do that. Please, hover over it, click the like button or the love button, make a comment, and so tell us what you learned on the live webinar today. Okay, so right now, go to the webinar and tell us what value you got from this webinar today. Click the like button and then click the share button. And the share part looks like this. I'm going to tell you why you want to do this. The reason why, so I'm going to click the share button here, and it should default to your own timeline, and you click post. So if you do that, I'll be able to see who shares it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to comment on everybody who comments. So if you write a comment, I'm going to comment back. I'm going to reply back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into an ad, and I'm going to spend probably $5,000 on this ad. And what that means is this ad is going to get shown to over 500,000 small business owners, 500,000 coaches, authors, speakers, entrepreneurs, and small business owners. And if you would like to get some free visibility, right now, go to my page and make a comment on this particular post and just tell us what value you got out of today. And it could be anything. You can just say, hey, I love learning about my hero's journey. I love because, and by the way, we go into that in greater detail at the actual live event. Maybe you love learning about how to incorporate what we just talked about here, your customer success stories into your signature talk. And maybe you love learning about how to create a signature talk. Whatever you learned, hero's journey, signature talk, how to use customer testimonials, whatever you learned that you found valuable, please write a comment and do it on this particular Facebook post. Do that right now, please. Be sure to also click the like button and then click the share button. Now, by clicking the share button, I'm going to go back and I'm going to reply on your comments. So if you click the share button and I reply on your comment, you're much more likely to get seen by these 500,000 people that I'm going to advertise to. So this is how I can give you a little bit more of a free boost here for not keeping me a secret. And again, if you got value out of this, go ahead and make a comment. It's free, like and share, and I would appreciate it. The last thing that I'm going to mention is when you do this, for those of you who are, I know Maria, you're coming to this. Go ahead and just write in the message box that you're coming so everybody can see that. But you can click on here, and this is a special link, and we're doing an early bird special. So for anybody who wants me to help you work and build your business together over 3 days, February 8th, 9th, and 10th, we're going to do that together in Carlsbad. You can see last year we had over 150 entrepreneurs there. And what I'm doing is I'm giving you this special link that has this promo code in it, okay? So it says buy my ticket now. You click here, and this is the $300 off. So this is actually going away very, very soon because the event is coming up soon. The event's February 8th, 9th, and 10th, so it's coming up soon. But if you get to this, you can see the event costs $500. It's 497 bucks. But if you go in and type in the promo code and type in the word early and you click apply, that takes it down to just $197. It saves you $300. This is going away very soon. So please, if you want to, if you really want to take your business to the next level, if you want to be in a group of like high performing entrepreneurs, if you want me personally to help you with your business, if you want to figure out who's your perfect customer, where to find them, most importantly, if you want to figure out how to get them to find you, we have a very specific way we're going to do that on this, at this live event called Attract Customers Now Live, how to build your business through radical giving. That's what I teach. I'm going to teach you how to make an extra $10,000 a month living and working from anywhere so that you can travel all over the world. You can take those vacations that you've been meaning to take, and you can make a big impact and a big difference with your business. So for everybody who has made a little post on here, I just want to say thank you before I sign off. If you haven't done so already, please go to, and Ziva says, if we were still in California, I'd come, but I'm in South America. Well, Ziva, I've had people come from New Zealand, Australia, the United Kingdom, Germany, the Netherlands, and South America. So don't let some little old thing like living in another continent stop you, all right? So for everybody else who has come or who has made a comment, so far, we've got Michelle Hamlin. You're going to get seen by 500,000 entrepreneurs. Robin Ventier, 500,000 entrepreneurs you're gonna have the opportunity to get seen by them. You too. Maria is gonna get seen by a whole lot of people. Same thing with Jeffrey Lee. Thank you, Jeffrey and Ryan. So you guys are totally awesome. So for everybody else, if you haven't done so yet, please don't keep me a secret. Do so by writing a quick little comment here, clicking the share button. And for those of you who click the share button, so see what I do is I can click the share button and I can see who did it. And I can write back, so say, love you, Maria. And see you in San Diego in February. So what that does is, because I commented back, Maria is going to get seen by a whole lot of people. All right, and I will go and do the rest of those after the webinar. So please don't delay and don't keep me a secret if you want to get seen by a whole lot more people. Thank you, everybody. Good. Is it Mal? I pronounced it wrong. Mailys. I'm sorry, I pronounced it wrong. So if you're going to be in San Diego, then get your ticket now, because this is going to go away. This offer is going to go away. And be sure to secure your ticket now, and you'll get to connect with Maria and the other folks who are going, and it's going to be totally awesome. By the way, if you want to see who's going, you can check out our Facebook group. You can see there's a whole bunch of people going. So this is the Facebook group here. This is where you can see who is going. You can see here we've got 1,800 members in our group, and we've got tons and tons and tons of people who have commented on this post, and they all say that they're going. So you can connect with them here in the group, and it's going to be totally awesome. So thank you, everybody. Much love. It's always my pleasure to teach this. I get a huge, I just get a ton of energy out of this. It's such an honor for me to teach you. It's my passion to help small business owners, enlightened entrepreneurs, coaches, authors, speakers like you who are making a difference in the world with your business. It's always an honor for me to help you. So thank you, Gina. You're going to get seen by 500,000 people, and everybody else who has made a comment on here. So last chance, go ahead and make that quick comment, and thank you. And we will be back next week at this same time, same place. And I can't wait to see you there. Much love, everybody. Thank you, Maria. You're amazing too. Namaste.